talk some about the mythological landscape of China during of the Blue Cliff Record, really, and also of the importance of image and metaphor. Part of this rich mythological landscape, I think, is making the world larger, giving us ways to bring in more, and not just on the sort of ordinary life, horizontal social world, but the natural world, the world of animals, the world of spirits, all of these different kind of layers and realms and bodies. So we're bringing in the Sambhogakaya. And the great thing about the mythology and the imagery is that it's non-theological. You don't have to believe in it. You know, there's a koan in which someone says, if you don't stop thinking like that, Yama, the king of death, is never going to let you go. Well, you don't have to believe that there's a king of death called Yama that you're going to meet after you die to get the meaning of the image, which is, you know, death has got you in a death grip, so to speak, if you keep on going like that. So when a mythological landscape is both rich and non-theological, you don't have to believe in it specifically. That allows us to bring in our own mythological landscapes. You don't have to call it this, you don't have to organize it like this, but it's inviting you to ask, how do I organize it? How do I see it? What is my mythological landscape that I can bring to koans, to meditation, to my life in general? There are sort of great and majestic animals in the Blue Cliff, like dragons. They're big. They're big on dragons. Dragons are different in Asia than they are kind of in the West, in that we tend to think of them as fire creatures that breathe fire. In Asia, dragons are water creatures, and they're the creatures of the rain cycle. So they sleep in bodies of water, lakes and ponds and things like that. And then they rise up into the clouds, and they carry the rain in the clouds, and then they come back down to the bodies of water. So it's the actual water cycle, right? It's the actual hydraulic cycle. There are lots of different ways they appear. So there's an old Chinese folktale about a waterfall in a big river, and the thought was that when the carp migrate, if the carp can get to this waterfall and manage to leap up the waterfall to the top, they become dragons. And so Chan appropriated, this is an obvious, right, metaphor for practice. If you can manage to swim upstream and leap the waterfall, you too can become a dragon.